2776. $27.60. Looks good, no indications of pressure. Using this Athlon Rangecraft. Pretty easy menu to follow. Like it a lot better than the Magneto speed. Yeah, we're just doing a little ladder test today, checking for velocity and pressure signs mostly. Work my way up to max. The 180 Ballistic Tip by Nosler in this Tikka 30-6 using virgin Starline brass. So I've tested it for accuracy. It got really good accuracy at 57 grains with N555. That's already sort of a hot load, I believe, but working my way up from there all the way up to 59.5. I don't think we'll hit that, but we'll see. I'd like to get 2850. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm going to try putting all the shots onto the same group, even the different powder charges, and just see what it all comes out at. $28.01. No sticky extraction. Primer might be getting just a little bit more flattened out. Yeah, not really. Looks about the same. $27.80. Yeah, no extractor marks on the brass. Primers look fine. $58.5 grains, N555. $28.13. Brass looks good. The shot did come up a little bit. The other three were all touching, or the other four. Let's see here. Definitely getting some mirage. Barrel's getting a touch warm. $28.18. Yeah, I'm gonna let that barrel cool down. It's not even that I think the group's opening up. I'm really not worried about the group. I mean, I'm shooting a 10-shot group with 5 different powder charges, if I even get to the last two. But yeah, I'm just getting so much mirage. You know, I have to wait for a little breeze to come through before I can get a clear sight picture in the scope. It's a Leupold VX5 HD 3 to 15. And yeah, this is a great shooting rifle. I've been super happy with this Tikka. So far, it looks like those 3 different powder charges stacked into just over probably 1 MOA, mostly all vertical. Side to side is probably half MOA. So pretty good stuff. Let it cool down for a few minutes and we'll be back. All right, we're going up to 58.5 grains of N555. .28, 27. Now the primer is definitely starting to flatten. I didn't feel anything weird on the extraction, and there's no ejector mark on the brass, but kind of my first indication we're getting close to pressure. .28-14. Can't tell, it might be just the faintest ejector mark. Well, I didn't quite achieve the velocity I wanted to, but that'll probably be the hottest I go. Whew. 28.67. Okay, there was a little bit more lift on the bolt there. Still no major pressure signs on the brass or the primer, so I'll fire the last one. Yeah, I'm going to stick with 59 grains. That averaged, I think it was close to 28-13 or something like that. These last 2 shots were 28-60 and 28-39. So. But yeah, guys, this rifle is a Tikka T3x Lite. I bought it, I want to say about 4 years ago. I've killed a couple blacktail deer with it, with hand loads, 180 grain partition. I've worked up some really good shooting loads in this rifle. Definitely, you know, sub MOA with 10-shot groups. Yeah, I put a whip machine clamp on muzzle brake. You guys can see how that works. It just threads on. or slips onto the end of the barrel instead of threading on, and clamps. Put some Loctite beneath it. You can order these for about, I want to say, a little over $100 for any rifle that doesn't have a threaded muzzle. I think I am going to get it threaded at some point. I want to get into suppressors. So, but for the last 3 years, I've had that on there, and man, it makes this rifle a sweetheart to shoot. I haven't made any modifications to the rifle other than a Mountain Tactical aluminum trigger guard. You know, and I put this more vertical pistol style grip you can buy for like $20 or something on Amazon. I did put a Limb Saver recoil pad before I got the whip machine brake. It's not that the rifle hurts to shoot or I can't shoot it well, but when you're doing 50 rounds in a day for load development, it really makes it nice to have that muzzle brake and that recoil pad, and helps with spotting your own shots. I do some long range shooting out to 1,000 yards, and I'm able to spot for myself pretty well. Not 100% of the time, but I can usually spot my own shots with this setup. So yeah, pretty great. Let's go look at the target. Okay guys, that is pretty sweet. That's 10 shots at 100 yards. Probably put 9 out of those 10 into about 3/4 of an inch. And then yeah, I'll have to measure that. That's pretty sweet for, you know, a pretty broad range of powder charges between 57.5 and 59.5 grains of powder. I'm really happy with that.